Hey guys, today we are making Pollo al Horno. This is a Puerto Rican style whole roasted chicken. I'm sure you already know there are so many different ways to roast an entire chicken. And I've got to be honest, this is one of my favorites that I've ever done. We're using some staple Puerto Rican ingredients like sofrito and sazon to infuse every inch of this bird with maximum flavor. And the end result has perfectly crispy skin and perfectly tender, juicy pieces of meat, both the white meat and the dark meat. It's a recipe you won't want to miss.
There's so much flavor in that skin from the compound butter. So good.
Starting by making a compound butter. I like doing this because it allows us to combine several flavors into the butter and then just use that to evenly coat the chicken so you get that consistent flavor profile all throughout the bird. So we're combining a stick of butter with some sofrito, sazon, salt, and pepper. And then we're just taking our time here to really mash all of this together. We're mixing it until a consistent butter forms. It really helps to have your butter softened to room temperature for this step, but you don't want it melted because we want it thick enough that it's able to coat our bird. Once that's done, we're going to move over to our Dutch oven or roasting pan with our chicken. And this is arguably the most important step when roasting a whole chicken. We are patting it dry thoroughly with paper towels. This step is non-negotiable. It results in that crispy, super flavorful skin. So once the bird is completely dry, we're just going to grab our compound butter and start rubbing it all over. This step does require a little bit of patience also because, as you can see here, the butter isn't really just like easily sticking to the bird, so you really want to just massage it in. Really think of it as though you are giving this chicken a massage. And then another non-negotiable step is stuffing this compound butter underneath the skin. You'll be able to lift up the skin right where I'm doing so right here underneath the breasts and just push some of that butter under there and then just move it throughout the chicken with your fingers over top like this. You've just got to get comfortable with being really intimate with this chicken. It's a part of the cooking process. It is weird to watch and it's weird to do, but you just do it and the result is excellent. Okay, then we are stuffing our chicken. I'm using a carcass of an orange and a lime, and then I also used an entire head of garlic that I just cut in half. Stuffing your chicken infuses the bird with even more flavor while it's roasting, and it also just helps all of the meat to cook more evenly. Also adding a blend of cilantro and culantro. You could really add any kind of herbs that you enjoy here. And then finally, we are going to go ahead and tie off our legs. We want to tie the two drumsticks together. Because they stick out and it's just a thinner piece of meat than the rest of the bird, it helps a lot to tie them together to just help that piece of meat to cook more evenly and not get overdone. So just use a piece of cooking twine and tie them together as tightly as possible so that they're sitting close to the rest of the bird and they cook more evenly. Okay, and then our final step here is just to add some liquid into the base of our pot. I'm using a combination of orange and lime juice, but you could do a splash of water or even some chicken broth here. And then we're going to roast our bird for about an hour and 20 minutes. It depends on your oven and how it runs, but we just want to keep roasting until the skin is crispy and the thickest part of the bird reads 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Then do not touch the bird for at least 15 minutes. Let it rest so all of those juices can settle before cutting it open.
That was quick. Okay, that's all. Go. Go wash my hands. Anyway.
This is such a fun and impressive recipe to share with friends and family while also being pretty easy to make. If you give it a try, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.